Howdy. Want y'all shake it out just a little bit here. I'm not planning on talking that long, but I've been down there on that concrete before for a little bit too long from time to time, standing at parade rest. So General, thank you very much for being here today and for allowing me to come. As your governor, it is an honor for me today to stand before you and to address the brave men and women of the 36th Infantry Division, their families, and I might add the families that sacrificed just as much as anybody on this on this floor today. In my estimation, members of the Texas military forces truly embody the notion of the citizen soldier. You're demanding and balancing the demands of school or a job, and you're keeping yourself ready to deploy. That's no easy thing. And I realize that it takes a lot of courage, it takes a lot of grace. In the process, you remain an essential part of a fighting force in which this country relies on more and more every year, a force that makes your fellow Texans mighty proud to stand before you. We're proud to know that soldiers like you, soldiers with a T-patch on your shoulder, will be serving in Iraq as only the 3rd National Guard Division headquarters to provide command and control over brigades in Iraq. And I'll tell you this, the folks who know anything about military history will find it very reassuring to hear a Texas accent on the radio. Since the 36th Infantry Division first distinguished itself in combat on the battlefields of France in World War I, T-patchers have been a welcome participant in countless American engagements. The command history of the 36th includes descriptions of the unit in World War I, like their morale was nothing short of superb. Their confidence in themselves was amazing. Those words still ring true today. Continuing on through World War II, the 36th fought all across Italy, penetrating those beaches at Salerno and Anzio. They helped liberate prisoners from the Dachau camps. They were fighting in Austria when the Nazi regime finally crumbled. Those soldiers were what have been referred to as the greatest generation. However, over the last decade or so, our nation has been blessed with the emergence of a new greatest generation, and you're part of it. Since the 36th ID was reconstituted in 2004, you have played an essential role in the global war on terror. You have helped keep us safe. At the same time, you've served and protected your fellow Texans, stepping up in the face of monstrous hurricanes, massive wildfires, and other challenges that have come our way. You are consistently there when we need you. And on behalf of 24+ million Texans, I thank you. We understand that military service is unlike any other undertaking, and that the dedication required to serve isn't something you can fake. Our fighting men and women are motivated by something far more powerful than just some scholarship dollars. Instead, you follow a higher calling, rooted in the fundamental values of our nation that flow from the undeniable information, or that undeniable importance of freedom. And look, I absolutely admire people who serve on the local school board or who travel across the globe to drill water wells for those in third world nations. But I believe there is no higher calling in the form of public service than wearing the uniform of one's country. Someone who will face incoming fire to set people free. They live on a whole other plane, and they deserve our strongest support. As our Guard forces are deployed around the world, we are reminded of the amazing sacrifices our fighting men and women have made throughout history. so that oppressed people around the world can breathe that rare air of freedom. I think of the Iraqis and that picture of the individuals with the index finger extended with the stained purple from the first democratic vote of their lives. I think of the first Afghan girls to publicly attend school in generations because American warriors fought to liberate them. You played an essential role in that quintessential American mission of liberation. And you changed the lives of untold thousands. So as you take part in Operation New Dawn, the legacy of this division will be strengthened further as you take your place in that line of warriors that stretches back to the Minutemen at Concord. Know this: in your absence, we will pray for you, and we will continue to support your families. If you're bidding farewell to a loved one staying behind in the States, I strongly encourage you to stay connected to the families around you, to the support team that we have for you here in Texas. The pain of separation is real, and it doesn't get any easier to fix a broken dishwasher just because your husband or your wife is serving in a country overseas. Still broke. So rely on one another. Lean on the support services that are out there. Dial 211 if you need information on state resources that can help you. Here in Texas, we are obligated to support our veterans, but we're also honored to do it. In the months to come, I don't expect the pace of operations to slow down a lot. Iraq is still going to simmer. Afghanistan is going to continue to boil. Storm season is going to continue in the Gulf of Mexico. These challenges will demand the best of our Guard, but you have the benefit of principal leaders like Major General Mayorga here in Texas and Major General Spurgeon in Iraq as he leads the first headquarters deployment for the 36th since World War II. Now, knowing General Spurgeon is an Aggie shouldn't only make everyone more confident. As I look across the room full of people who put actions to their values, I want you to know how much I appreciate you, how much the people of Texas respect you. No matter what your connection to the Guard, the fact remains that you are making a difference. You play a role in making our state safer, protecting and projecting power around the globe, and defending the freedom that is part of our nation's DNA. As governor, I know that you can pick up the phone and the Guard will be there. No matter what we are faced with, I know I can pick up the phone and our Texas Guard will be there. They have always been there, always ready, always raring to go as America's solution. May it always be so. So in closing, I want to thank you for your willingness to serve, for your devotion to your fellow man. We salute you. We thank you. We pledge to support you and your families as you leave them behind. As Texans, as Americans, as human beings, we can do nothing less. God bless you, and through you, may God continue to bless the great state of Texas and this country we love. Thank you.